What's up, guys? Average Kiwi Guy here, and oh my goodness, the new Star Wars trailer is out. Episode 8. Oh my god. I was expecting it this weekend because the Star Wars celebration's going on and all the rest of it, and they told us we were going to get some stuff for Last Jedi. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I am so excited. I haven't watched it. I have not watched it. And I was about, it is about 6 o'clock in the morning here. I'm up pretty late, and I'm about to go to bed. I did a quick check, and I saw on Twitter, Last Jedi trailer out. I'm like, I gotta watch this, and I gotta do this video. So, here we go. Here we go, boys. We are doing this, and I am so excited. Okay? I am so excited. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oh, it's a rock. Oh, it's a planet. Right. Oh, training. I'm so excited.
Breathe. Just breathe.
Cinematography now is so good.
Now,
It's awesome.
reach out.
She's learning all the Force stuff. Yes, 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 yes. Leia on a capital ship? Vader's helmet.
Darkness.
Yoda's voice too.
A balance.
Rebels.
It's so much bigger.
Can't wait. Land speeder things? Those are badass! He's still asleep. On a capital ship? Falcon.
I only know one truth.
New ships!
It's time for the Jedi to end.
Goosebumps! Fucking goosebumps! Oh my goodness. The music. December. I can't wait for December, man. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Alright, so they're going Grey Jedi. They're going Grey Jedi. Like, okay, enough with this light and dark side stuff. We need to be normal people. Like, being pure Jedi is stupid. It's stupid. We're not made that way. We're emotional creatures. You know, every race generally is an emotional creature. And the more we shut off the bad stuff all the time, the anger and all that, it will suddenly unleash itself, and that creates Dark Jedi. Or Sith, or whatever. They're going Grey Jedi. That is awesome. That is like... I had a feeling they were going that way. Like, the way everything was moving, like, the balance, light and dark. And, like, this was, like, through Force Awakens. I was like, I think they might go Grey Jedi in this. Just the way everything was wrapping up and why Luke is away. And he's learnt new things. And he's, sort of taking on that Yoda character. But, I mean, this trailer, it's short. It's like a teaser. It's the first trailer. So, obviously... that's, we're not going to get the big, heading stuff, which I don't mind. I don't mind. I think, don't spoil me too much, but get me hyped. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped. So obviously we're going to get Rey's Jedi training, and that's awesome. I want to see, especially if they're going to go Grey Jedi. That means we could get potential, like, green Force lightning. That's like expanded universe legend stuff. But if they go green Force lightning, like, that's a mixture of good and dark to make these powers, I think I might just, like, explode in my seat. I think that would be awesome. And I wouldn't mind if we get Ren's training too, because we know Snoke's training him now too. He's got to complete his training. And seeing him there, Ren looks awesome. He looks awesome. And obviously he like shatters his grandfather's helmet. Probably pissed off that like, yo, I killed my father. I thought I would be more powerful. How is she more powerful? That's not fair. He'd have a big tantrum about it, I imagine. So he like smashes his helmet. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I love the scene stuff. Like that island looks beautiful. Very cold though. Very cold. I wouldn't want to be up there. But I think we're gonna get some beautiful shots here. And then like the bit with her hand and the stones coming up. I don't know. It looks different from like we haven't seen the Force being used. Well, I guess apart from Ren a little bit, but in this way for a long time. Like, this will be the newest version of seeing the Force used this way, I think, in training and all that. So it's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be very interesting to see. And hopefully they're not afraid to go nuts with it. Like, not go too bad, like, not go, like, prequels bad, but, like, let's mix in some dark side stuff, too. I'd be super keen for that. And Rey's very much that way. Like, you saw her face when she was taking on Ren and, on Starkiller Base. You saw it. Like, she's, like, she hasn't been trained. Like, she's been trained, but she's not been kept in some temple and been told, like, nope, always serene, always calm, all the rest of it. She's had to survive on Jakku, so it's gonna be interesting to see what they do with that. Then yeah, we start seeing like the new, obviously the Resistance ships with Carrie Fisher. My heart breaks. Apparently though, there's enough footage for her in this one and 9. So interesting. We'll see how they play all that out. Obviously they could go to the CGI stuff if they absolutely had to, because they did it pretty damn well in Rogue One. So, yeah. Also, like, you know, them talking about the balance of the Force, like light, dark. It's like we need both. You need both, because without the dark, you don't know what the light is, and without the light, you don't know what the dark, you know, where the dark finishes. You know, there's both. You need them both. Balance. That's serene. Balance is serene, not one way. And I kind of hope, like, they just say, look, the Jedi were just wrong. They were wrong. They've been wrong for thousands of years. They thought that their way, they were arrogant, and they thought their way was the way. They're wrong. But the Sith are wrong too. They need both. You need to be mixed. You need to have that balance of both. That's very cool. Very cool. And then her, like, training on the rock face. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. And then the speeders, those land speeders, they're like dragging on the ground and with the red dust in the back. We get new tech, guys. I don't know if this is, I'm trying to see. What do you guys think this is? You think this is Resistance? Or you think it's First Order? I think it's Resistance. It looks too Resistance-y, you know, like bits and pieces all cobbled together and like sort of whites and all that. It's not Imperial looking. Like, you know what, you know, First Order Imperial stuff looks like. It's got that sort of mass manufactured shine to it. These look a little bit clunky. Oh, and they're going up against walkers. Holy shit, I didn't even notice that in the background. They're going up against walkers in the back. We get walkers. So we get like a desert battle. They might give us a Hoth scene here. I hope they don't go too much to Empire. If they go too much to Empire, I think when we got a problem. Like, we had that with Force Awakens. Like, it was New Hope, essentially. It was okay for that. I had no problems with it. I was like, that's fine. You get the people that fell off, like they didn't really like the prequels. You get them back with some story that they know, and you revamp it, and you give us these new characters. That's fine. I don't mind you using New Hope as a reference. I hope they don't use Empire too much. But this looks cool. This looks awesome with the walkers in the background, these speeders. I'm so ready for this. Man, look at that. Like a salt lake. That's so cool. Then we see Finn. Still in that tube, still asleep. And I mean, like, he got owned by Kai. You know, Ren just wrecked his ass. Wrecked his ass. He gets his ass wrecked the entire freaking, you know, episode. Like, you know, the movie. Like, everyone was like, oh, you know, he uses a Jedi and all that. No! Every time he uses a Jedi, he gets a lightsaber, he gets his ass wrecked. You know, his ass kicked. Like, I mean, the one moment, like, he fought Kylo Ren. But the one moment, like, when he got that, like, nick on his shoulder, that moment when Ren took it seriously, owned him in a flash. Owned him. You go watch it. He's no Jedi. He's no Jedi. He's just Finn. He's Finn. And I don't mind that. I don't want more Jedi. I like Finn. Finn's fine. Rey's enough Jedi for me. I don't need any more. So that's interesting to see. I wonder what time frame we're dealing with here. Like, I guess it wouldn't be too far after Force Awakens. Because, I mean, you'd have to be getting into Rey's training. Like, they might time jump a little bit from, like, very much the basics to her getting into the more advanced stuff. But definitely interesting to see what they do. And looks like we see Poe and their ship's getting attacked. Like, whatever ship they're on, it's getting attacked. And the X-Wing blows up and everything. Damn. And then we get the Falcon. Yes. And then we get these sort of, like, Rey running. Looks like running into battle. There was a part of me that wanted her to have a double-bladed lightsaber. Is that wrong? Like, she uses a staff, like, in Force Awakens. I wanted her to use a double-bladed lightsaber. I really did. Like, turn that one out. Hey, they might do that in 9. I give it to her in 9. Like, let her use Luke's for now. Then, like, say something happens to it, like it happens in Empire. Like, if they want to copy that, that's fine. Then give her a double-bladed. Give her a double-bladed then. I'll be happy, man. Then we see Ren. Got the scar across his eye. Looks like a bit of a badass right now. A little bit more grizzled. Ren grew on me. He grew on me. Like, when I first saw Force Awakens, I thought he was kind of whiny. Like, he's not all that good. Like, but the more I watched it, and I went to, like, see this, like, 7 times. The more I went to watch it, the more I actually ended up liking him. Because he's kind of like what Anakin should have been. Anakin should have been this confused, emotional wreck, sort of pulled in 2 different directions all the time type of guy. Not just annoying freaking Hayden Christensen or Anakin, like the way he was. He was just annoying and kind of just gullible and stupid. That was my problem with him. He seems like he's twisted and confused, and he's learning. Like, he's not at Darth Vader's levels. He's learning to be a Sith. You know, that's his thing. So, and I'm very excited for the Knights of Ren. I want to see that fight between the Knights of Ren, Ren himself, Rey, and Luke. Because we know Luke's going to get involved. Like, Luke will get involved. I wouldn't be surprised if Luke dies. I really don't. So, yeah. That would be huge. Oh, and if I'm supremely on the side of that Rey is probably Luke's daughter. I want that. I do. I want that. Don't ask me why. I supremely think that. I'm not on the side of, oh, maybe he's Han and Leia's daughter. No. I think she's Luke's daughter who got her mind, like, wiped or blocked or, you know, something happened to make her forget who her parents were. Her mother probably put her on Jakku to get her away from the bad things that were happening. And then her mother probably died, because that was the gravestone at the end of Force Awakens. That's my thing. So if you're wondering where I sit on that, that's where I sit. And we're finally going to get the flashback that explains what happened to the academy that Luke was setting up. And it looked like it was a pretty damn decent academy. Like, it looks substantial. And I think that's Luke sitting here with R2, and I think it's that scene where he puts his hand on R2 and he's just broken. He's broken. So I am so ready to see that scene. I'm so ready. I've had too many questions about it. Then we get Phasma. Then we get these new ships. And they kind of look like B-Wings. You guys remember the B-Wings that are sort of like... They're like... they got long sort of keels. And then they got little wings on top. Not many of them... Like, they're only in like episode 6, I think. And they look like that, but bigger. I think they're like actual ships, like cruise ships. Because remember, the Republic fleet is gone. The Republic only had the one fleet around Hosnian Prime, and that got wiped out. That got wiped out in the Starkiller blast. So the Resistance would have to find new ships, and these look like it. They don't look too big though. Maybe they're attack bombers, like just heavy fighters. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe like a little bit like the Corvettes, like the Corvette types, you know, sort of thing. Maybe like those. They look cool though. They look very cool. And I mean, like the new Star Wars, like they know how to do fleet battles. Like Rogue One fleet battle, probably that rebel fleet battle up in the thing on that third act, probably the greatest fleet battle I've ever seen on a Star Wars thing. Right up there was 6. Like 6 and that were like the 2 best Star Wars fleet battles I've ever seen. Like the prequels can't even, like that one in episode 3, that was just garbage. But these 2, mwah, just fantastic. And then yeah, the big thing at the end with Luke, like the one answer I know is that the Jedi have to end. Like the Jedi have to go. So he knows the truth now. Like the Jedi were wrong. They were wrong. Their whole order is flawed. It's flawed. But so is the Sith. The Sith are flawed too because they go too far. They go too far, you see. They go too far down the dark. You need to stay in the middle and be grey. Yeah, be grey. So, yeah, Grey Jedi. I'm very excited. Very excited. Oh my god. I can't wait for December. I can't. Oh man. I mean, people are going to be going over this with a fine-tooth comb. Like, especially like there are voices through this. Like the, pretty sure there was Obi-Wan, which was Ewan McGregor's voice, I'm pretty sure. And there was also Yoda. So, yeah. People will be going over this with a fine-tooth comb to see what they can figure out. Oh, guys, this... I know it's just a teaser, but I know they're going to do well. I mean, the new Star Wars, like 7 and Rogue One, they have not disappointed. They haven't disappointed me. I know Rogue One's a bit of a up and down thing for most people. Some people didn't like 7, but yeah, that's your excuse. But for me, like, Disney has done a fantastic job. Like, they've taken over Marvel and Star Wars, and I mean, they got a few other things too, like Pixar and all that. But all the stuff they generally do, right up there. Right up there. I have the immense faith in these guys. Immense faith. But yeah. So as you guys can tell, I am super excited. I am super excited about this. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's going to be so good. Alright guys, that's going to be it for us. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, the likes, the comments. They're all stuff down there. Throw it up. See what you want to do. Also, check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv, TheAverageKiwiGuy. Hit that follow button, you know when I go live. And follow me on the Twitters and Instagrams and all that too. Alright guys, that's it for me. I'll catch you later. Peace. Bye.